King Richard. We're not talking Shakespeare here. We're talking Will Smith as King Richard, father of Venus and Serena Williams. I actually like this movie a lot better than The Tragedy of Macbeth. Denzel Washington did a fine job in that one as king. But this king really rocked and ruled. Not as artful of a film as Macbeth, no. It's not an artful film. It was like a made-for-ESPN TV show, but a very, very good one. Very uplifting, very inspiring, based on true events. They don't even have to say that at the beginning. We know it's based on true events. It's a dramatization, but it's a very, very fine film. And it tells the rise of Venus and Serena Williams as young prodigies in the tennis world, how they turned the world upside down, and largely because of the vision their father and mother, to some degree, had for their success. They were trained early on in tennis to be good at tennis, to play tennis like pros, but also they were well-rounded. The father had this plan, he calls it in the movie, and his plan was that they would be well-rounded. They had to get all A's in school to be able to play tennis. They had other activities as well, church or whatever, eating out, family stuff. This is a real testament to family and the power of a family, which has largely been broken down in our society today. Started many years ago through television portrayals as fathers as jerks. Most TV shows over all the last 40, 50 years show fathers as imbeciles, idiots. You don't have to look very far to sitcoms to see that. That's the truth. And, many fathers, including in my family, the father was absent, was not involved with my life. As many fathers and my peers and the generations following me, fathers were absent, workaholics, alcoholics, whatever they were. They weren't around to be involved in their children's lives. Mothers did the lion's share of raising across the board. In this film, the father, Richard Williams, is very actively involved in his daughters' lives, all 5 of them. And that's a significant thing because, in the African-American community, statistically, a lot of fathers are not there for their children for various reasons. But in this film, he is a dedicated man, a high-principled man of character. Yeah, he's boastful at times, but with good reason and good cause. He can back up his talk, and he does. And his daughters back him up because he taught them the essence and the values of what it takes to be a champion, to be a real winner, to be successful, and to be humble above all else. This is one of the most heartwarming films I've seen in a long time, certainly this new year and probably in the last 12 months or several years. So it's a must-see for anybody out there who would like to be lifted up and inspired by the wonderful story of the Venus sisters and the father who guided them to success and was largely instrumental as well as his wife. To be sure, it was a family success across the board. High recommendation for King Richard.